Nah. It's sore. But, I can get, if I feel like it's, it's not like clicking or unstable, I'll go out and play. So that being said, it feels solid right now.
What compelled you to play in this game versus the last game?
It feels more stable. Last game, like I'm riding in the car, and if I, reach up to, turn on the radio and I can't move my arm, it's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So just making sure it's stable, making sure I can, move it around freely. And if that's the case, then I'll go out and play.
It seemed like there was one point where you went up and almost went like
Yeah, I forgot about it, and I went up, and I thought about dunking it, and I brought the arm back, and the shoulder just kind of just caught on me. Right? So it is what it is.
Kobe, as long as this season has been, what pay does it mean to get this win against that team? And a lot of your teammates were saying you were kind of like a coach on the sideline and really deep into these guys. Can you speak to that?
Well, I think the improvement and the importance of this game is not necessarily in the win, but it's in the fact that, they executed the game plan very well. They paid attention to detail very well. And for young guys, I think it's extremely important to see the results of that. Right? Like when you pay attention to little details, good things happen. And so as they grow, they start trusting that more and more. They start trusting the process more and more. So from that aspect, I think it was a big game.
How much are you seeing on the bench? Are you starting to see kind of that they're picking up those little tidbits that you start to give them?
Yeah. No, it's coming. Like it's, there are times now where, Jordan and I will, talk, and before I even say something, he's like, "Yep, I know." This, that, and the other. I say, absolutely, right? So those things are just starting to click in for them all.
With Jordan specifically, he was saying, I think last week, that he thought he was playing his best basketball in February because of certain things that you were telling him. What was it that you were trying to harp on about?
Details, just like really basketball nerdy things, angles, timing, spacing, right, rhythm, broken rhythm, like all these little tidbits, where the defense shifts. And it's important for young guys just to be aware of those things. It's not like it's a formula, right, but it's like certain things that you have to be conscious and aware of. And once he gets that conceptually, then the game opens up.
That's the main messages you were offering from the bench, or were there other things that
Well, tonight, the really big thing tonight was the bigs. Bigs tend to be lazy defensively, especially in transition, because it's hard for bigs to run the floor and, from under the basket and get to the paint, right? Because that's what bigs are taught, protect the paint, right? The problem is you're coming back and protecting the paint, and Draymond Green is pushing the ball, right? So now you're back in the paint, and all of a sudden, boom, he goes and dribble handoff with Steph. There's nobody there, right? So it's constantly reminding the bigs, you can't do that. You got to be up. You got to be up, got to be up, got to be up. Guys, I know. These questions are hard. I'm just as speechless as you are about tonight. So,
Kobe, a little off topic. You had some fun interplay with Rachel Banham earlier. I just wondered if you had any words of encouragement heading into the tournament.
I don't think she needs any. I don't think she needs. She can play. You know what I'm saying? It's like I hope she goes out there, and I hope they have an incredible run in the tournament. And from a basketball perspective, it's always interesting to see what defenses are going to do to try to counter that stuff. Because right, you have weapons, defense has to figure out a way to try to solve those things. So it's always fun as a basketball purist to see how defenses respond to that. But nobody's been able to figure it out yet.
What was your message to Steph and Draymond after the game? But obviously their facility history, you guys just lost a major connection there.
Well, with Steph, it was just kind of just talking and just wishing him luck, man. He was just saying thank you for everything I've done throughout my career, because those are things that he watched growing up, and things that inspired him when he was a kid, And with Draymond just said, listen, man, you gotta, he's the one I think that has to keep his finger on the nerve with this team, right? Because they can't get lax, they can't get comfortable, and I think he's the one that's going to have to create that conflict and create that tension within the locker room. Because if they don't have that, man, in the playoffs, they'll be in trouble. He's got to create that conflict with them.
Well, it's marked the first time that the team has worn a piece of equipment to honor current player, the Sox.
Yeah, how about that, huh?
Figures like that, maybe history versus the difference in winning percentage this season.
The power of the Sox. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think you played hand in that. What's your thoughts on it?
It's got to be the Sox, right? I mean, it's. I think it's cool, man. Playing this many years in the league, I guess it's. It's cool to do stuff like that, And my kids freaked out when they saw the other version of the Sox that had my afro on the side. They thought that was pretty sweet, you know what I mean? Pops with hair, but no, it was fun to be a part of.
D'Angelo earlier in the year talked about he doesn't necessarily know enough to know what questions to ask. In terms of picking up details and paying attention to that kind of stuff, how long does it take to kind of figure that kind of stuff? How much information is required for these guys to have that learning?
It's. I mean, it takes time. I mean, you have to nitpick everything. I mean, that's really the thing that I'm trying to teach them. It's not, you have to nitpick everything. Like when you watch film, you have to watch everything. And it's simple. You just ask questions like, why does this happen, right? And then you watch and watch and watch until you figure out why certain things happen, and that's how you learn, right? But it's very tedious, and it's a very, I guess I was just a very boring kid because I didn't have anything to do. I mean, I'd sit there for hours and just watch all of this stuff. But that's where the answers come from.
Is it hard for you, because with a lot of great players, they say great players don't often make good coaches because they don't understand why other people can't do it the same way. Is it hard for you?
No, I understand why people can't do it the same way. They're just lazy. I mean, it's a very simple thing, right? And I think for me as a kid, I got great mentorship to understand the level of details and the time that it takes to do it. It takes a lot of time, and I was willing to put the time in. So with the young kids, it's about teaching them, A, that it takes time, and B, what to exactly look for, right? And then once they figure that out, you'll see a lot of them put in the time. And games like tonight help because once they put in the time, they see the results, and it's like, oh, yeah, it does work, right? And we put in some more time.
In a game like this, do you look back as a five-time champion thinking, boy, if our 2001 team would have played them, or do you look at how we're struggling and we're going to knock off the champs? How do you
No, I don't view it as anything. I view it as we had great runs, and they were on a fantastic run, and that's it. My job here is to help mentor these young guys, teach them as much as I possibly can, and leave this organization with a bright future. That's it.
Kobe, obviously, it's a day-to-day thing with your health, but as you look at the remaining 18 games, how many more times do you think you're going to be able to get back out there?
I don't know. Hopefully all of them. I know that's wishful thinking, but hopefully.
Because you've been so competitive all year, has it taken this season and your announcement that you're leaving for you to recognize how appreciated you are by others in the league, not only the fans, but your competitors?
Yep. Because I've been playing my entire career just with blinders on, right? And just focused on running the race. You don't have time to look to the sides, right? And so now you have the opportunity to kind of come up for air and soak it all in. It's been great.
Hey, Kobe, when you reflect on just how fortunate night you had against Golden State 3 years ago with your Achilles, what moments do you take away from that?
That we won the game. We worked so hard. I almost killed myself to try to get us into the postseason. You know what I mean? So to win that game and then to make the playoffs from that situation was great. Unfortunately, I got hurt, but we were playing some of our best basketball, and I really liked our chances if I was healthy going into the playoffs. So what I take from that game is the fact that we won it.
Time for two more, guys.
With those free throws and the sort of list of stuff you've done, going back out and making those free throws?
I guess it's right up there. From everything I hear, for me, it just made sense. The left's hurting. You shoot with your lead foot anyway, which is my right foot. You just lean on the right foot, not lean on the left. You can make them. You know what I mean? So for me, it was the right decision to make. Looking back now, I probably should have done it, but. Well, he's getting the opportunity to play and perform, and he's making the most of it. You know, he's such a smart player. There are certain things that he come down the floor and see, and then 2 plays later, you put the guys in the right place and take advantage of it. It's extremely, extremely intelligent, sees the floor extremely well. So you know, he's just a smart basketball player. A smart basketball player can play anywhere.
Playing in a national game like this bring back great memories of old for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to play on a national, play on a national stage. I think it's my last one, in terms of playing on the Prime Network. But yeah, it's been fun my entire career playing in these big games.